Hello, my name is Shauna, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about coping with the loss of a loved one. This topic is so important and it means a whole lot because, as most of you already know, almost a year ago, June 29, 2017, I lost my son, Tevin, um, due to complications from leukemia. Prior to his death, hadn't suffered such a loss in years. It still hurts. I mean, it feels like it was just yesterday that I had my son with me, and no matter how much time goes by, it doesn't get any easier for me. It doesn't. Um, by God's grace, I continue to move forward. By God's grace, I'm able to, not lay around and sleep my life away or drink my life away or anything like that. By God's grace, I keep moving forward. Even though I don't understand, I'll never understand why my son had to die. I'll never understand that. Never. In a million years. I will never understand why I had to endure that kind of pain. Never. You never get over it. It never gets easier. You just have to find a way to make your life work without your loved one being walking around on the face of the earth. Yes, they're with you in spirit. Yes, they're in a better place. No, they're not suffering anymore. No, they're not hurting. But at the end of the day, it's still the same. You have lost somebody that you love, and it hurts. I don't care how you look at it. If you have a relationship with Christ, if you know Jesus, as I do, thank God, you can make it through. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy because it's not. But you know that your loved one would not want you to suffer. They wouldn't want you to cry every day. They wouldn't want you to be miserable, because my son was a happy person. My son was silly. He was goofy. And he didn't want to be serious all the time. And he sure wasn't about to cry, because he was strong and he was full of life, and they want that for you. Your loved ones want that for you. And you ask yourself, why? Why did God allow this to happen? Number one, your loved ones knew that they had a mother or a sister or a brother that was strong enough to handle this. They knew it. I don't know how. I don't know what made my son think that, I wouldn't have any problems getting over this, but he was my first love. He was my first heartbeat. He was my joy of my life. He and my daughter mean the world to me. And to imagine my life without him, it's been almost 11 months. And I still cry every day. I still cry every day. So you cannot let anyone tell you can't put a time frame on grief, because it's ridiculous. You can't tell me that it's time for me to get it together, and it's time for me to stop feeling sad, and it's time for me to get on with my life. You can't tell me that. Because every day for the rest of my life, I'm going to miss him. You're going to miss your loved ones every day. But for them, you pray and ask God for strength to help you get through it. You share your story with somebody else. Because everybody doesn't have the strength that you have. Everybody doesn't have the get up and go that you have, that God has graced you with. So as long as you have strength in your body, as long as you have a sound mind, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Nobody can tell you you've been sad and grieving too long. It's not for them to say. Because if you've never lost someone, if you've never lost a child, if you've never lost a sibling or a parent, it's not for you to tell me how long I'm supposed to grieve. You can't do that. Because I've gone through it, I've learned to not ask somebody who is going through it, how you doing? Because I hate when people ask me, how am I doing? What do you mean, how am I doing? Did you not forget that I just lost my child? Even if it's 1 year or 20 years, by God's grace, I'm still moving forward. But you don't ask a freshly grieved person how they're doing. Because basically, their life is a train wreck. They're miserable. They're doing everything they can to just keep going. So I ask the question, how you feeling right now? Or, do you want to talk about it? I'm here for you. How's your day going? Just try to be sensitive to the issue. Because again, if you've never gone through that personal hurt, you have no idea. It's the absolute worst thing ever. But I know that through my story, through my pain, I do now have another testimony, and I can talk about God's goodness, and I can talk about God's grace, and I can talk about God has to get the glory. Because even though this hurts me, even though it hurts you, it will behoove you to help the next person get through this difficult ordeal. Your trials become your testimony. Your battle becomes, it's not for you. Everything that you go through is not for you. It's for you to help the next person. Because somebody doesn't have the strength to get through it. Somebody just doesn't. Because I know flesh sometimes wants to get in the bed and wallow up and just lay there. And I look at videos and I look at pictures and I think about my baby and I share his memories. And sometimes it's so unbearable that I can't look at the pictures. Sometimes I'm so grateful for the pictures so I can hear his voice, so I won't forget his voice, so that I could just feel his presence with me daily. So again, it's hard. It is the most difficult thing that you will ever have to go through. But with God, through God, by your faith, you can get through this. We can get through this. If I can help in any way that I can, just let me know, because we're here for each other. We are our brother's keeper. We are. I love you. I'm continuously praying for you. And I know that one day, even if you can't smile right now, even if you're so sad right now that you feel like you can't move forward, in time, everything is going to be all right. Amen. Be blessed. I love you. Keep it positive and have a blessed day. We'll be talking to you soon.